In this video, I have some crazy news for you, and I've been thinking about how rap music could actually be dangerous for you. This is not every single type of rap. I'm also going to talk about what kind of rap that I think could be good for you, but keep in mind this is just my personal opinion. But now I have been analyzing the rap space and the people listening to certain types of rap the last couple of years, and I've been noticing a trend that I think is extremely scary for the population of the world. Like, this is a really, really big problem. So we'll first of all go over which types of rappers that could be dangerous for you and what that could lead you to start doing, just how rap music to certain type of people that's really vulnerable could actually start hurting you. And I see this over and over again in my country. There's a lot of people that's starting to do really weird things because of rap music. So please do not click off this video. This might actually open your eyes and it might be one of the more interesting videos you ever watched. And I know that that is a crazy claim, so please just stick with me here for a little bit. This is about to get exciting, okay? When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna give away 5 Amazon gift cards, so you already know what to do. Click that subscribe button if you mess with the content, or if you just want one of those gift cards, and make sure you smash a like. So why can rappers be dangerous to you? Well, first of all, if you're listening to some rappers that's just talking about the grind and getting to the top, making millions, that could be super healthy for you. Maybe it could also inspire you. I find that when I'm working, I'm listening to rap a lot because it inspires me, it helps me in the gym, it helps me work on my own business too, because a lot of rappers actually inspire me. They're talking about the grind, but a lot of rappers, once they get to the point where they're at today, they switch up. They don't do what led them to fame anymore, which could have just been them speaking their hunger into existence on previous albums, and then they started to just try out different things. But why could rappers be dangerous for you? So rappers, these are actually rappers that I listen to all the time. It's one of my favorite rappers is, for example, Fivio Foreign. We also got Pop Smoke, and a lot of these rappers could be dangerous for you, but do not get me wrong. As I did say, I'm listening to a lot of these rappers. Fivio Foreign and Jay Guapo is my biggest rappers this year, actually. These rappers can be dangerous for you, but there's no insult in any way of these rappers, and I do like their music, but it can impact people the wrong way, especially young people that just, wants a path in life. I guess it could. But shooting other people, beating them up, and being a criminal is not a good thing, okay? It impacts people. And the problem that I see with this is a lot of people actually think it's cool. They think it's cool to throw up a gang sign. They think it's cool to beat up someone or to dress the way or be a criminal. And yes, obviously, all the movies that we watch is about criminals in a lot of cases, and it really looks cool. The lifestyle looks cool. And I can kind of like get why people fall into that stuff. But the thing is, some people choose to be a gangster and some people just don't have any other choice. They're actually trying to make it out. There's a lot of these gangsters that don't want to be in this space to rap to make it out and rap about what's going on. A lot of the real gangsters, they don't want to be in that space, and it's honestly sad. They deserve a better life. And then there's gonna come wannabes who just really mess with the music that's now going to turn into a gangster or just turn into a really mean person and just being rude to everyone, being extremely confident to the point where it's actually hurting other people, starting fights and calling out other people. It's not cool, and you can see it by the way they dress as well. Some of these songs though, it's all about showing off, being a criminal and scaring other gang members. And I do realize that a lot of these songs are meant for certain gangs to just scare other gangs, because I know that a lot of gangs are fighting. The problem is though that young people start throwing gang signs and starts fighting. In my country though, I can tell that the music really has affected us, and especially gang related music. People have totally changed the clothing the last 3 years. That's kind of like the first way to see it, and by this time you could kind of see like who's listening to what types of music. As I did say, please don't get me wrong in this video, because I really messed with this type of music, and I actually started feeling it a little bit myself too. I kind of felt like a badass, but I could kind of like hold myself back. I would never do something stupid. But when I was listening to it, I totally felt it. So I can see why some people, when they go together in a group, can start acting really bad. Problem is though, a lot of people that I see, they're trying to fit into a culture that they don't really relate to. They don't have anything to do with this culture. It could be completely normal people that grows up just like a lot of my viewers, for example, just has no reason to get into this type of behavior at all. But I realize, as I did say earlier, that some people, they don't have another choice. They're trying to make it out and they deserve the best. But why would you, when all of these rappers are talking about making it out? They want to stop this. They want a better life. Why does so many wannabe people listen to this music and actually want to get into it when their favorite rappers you say, I want to get out of this. I hate it. I don't want to be in a gang. I just want to take care of my mom, for example. And then all these wannabes still, they want to get into it, which I find really weird because, as I said, the rappers are talking about making it out. They don't want this life anymore. It's hurting them. It's hurting other people. They don't want to do it. But still, some people, they just want to get into it because they think it's cool. But they'll probably see later, though, this is not a good thing at all. Why do you think they do it, though? Like, people that don't fit in, why would you do that? Do you watching have any idea of why people are doing this? I obviously think it's the music. I think there's a lot of more factors to it as well. It's not just the music, but I think the music is impacting him a lot. But I do think at the end of the day, it has a lot to do with the music, but bringing criminals is not a good thing. And I find myself saying all this weird sounds, like all all those weird sounds when I'm listening to this music, but I don't go out and act on those sounds. But it doesn't push me to the edge where I start acting up on these songs. But please be careful when listening to this. I do know it's cool and all of that. It really is cool, and the drill really has a good flow, so I like it. I mess with it, but I would never go out and act on it. But people really do. And UK drill, this is a really big problem, and this is not even me capping. UK drill has led kids to stab each other in England and London every single day. I know that I sound like a paranoid mom and when I'm talking about this, and that it's not just the music. I totally get that, okay? When the songs are about stabbing someone 100 times here and there so specifically, it's not healthy for you to listen, especially not if all your friends are wearing gang clothing, not doing too well, just starting to get into really, really weird environment and kind of living the life to some extent. You should not do it. It's extremely dangerous, and the problem is that it's cool to be like this. This is why I don't like it. People generally think it's cool to live like this, while their idols, they don't want to live like it, and they made it out. They would never go back to those days. They say it all the time in their songs. I would never go back to the way that it was, right? But still, people just think it's cool, and I don't know why people are obsessed with this being cool. For some reason, people think gang stuff is cool and hurting others and making it out. But the truth is, for the people that's in this environment, they have no other choice, it seems like. They would not do these things if they were good already. It's not positive, and they're all trying to make it out of this situation. Your favorite rapper who you aspire to be, for example, and you're starting to act on these behaviors, he don't want to be in this position, and he's trying to make it out, and you're just honestly, weird as it sounds, trying to make it in. However, some people just think it's cool but want to understand that a lot of gangsters don't want to be gangsters if they could quit. If a gangster could quit, he most likely would quit, but as for him now, there's no other choice, right? So stop doing this to be cool. I'm in no way trying to put shame on anyone or chalk down on people, but please don't get into this when you're not into it. It's not healthy. It can ruin your future and current situation. If you make a mistake, for example, in Europe, you could probably never travel to the US. You will be blacklisted. That's one problem you could have. You could get into jail, never get along. Like, there's just so much going on, and all the stigma you're going to get around yourself as well. And it's just going to end up with you either hurting yourself, hurting someone else, someone you care about, or getting sent to jail. And you're just going to push all the people you like away from you. And it's just not cool. It's just cringe. I'm not saying being in a gang is cringe. I'm saying being wannabe, getting into it just because it's cool. Because it's not cool. It's a way to survive, and it's really sad. I'm also wondering though, hip hop for 2021. I really mess with Polo G, Lil TJ, and Fivio Foreign. As I said, I really like a lot of New York rappers too, but I feel like they all have flopped. And I do realize that, I'm just in a space where there's been a lot of flops this year, while some other rappers like Lil Baby, I don't know if it was this year or last year, but he's really, really trending now. I don't really listen to him, but he's really, really trending now. So I do realize that the artist you listen to is how you're going to judge 2021's rap game, while there could be other artists out there. But how do you feel about 2021 when it comes to rap in general? Me personally, for the rappers that I really mess with, I feel like there's been a flop. And as I talked about earlier, I think a lot of rappers, when they get to the point where they're at today, they're starting to make a lot of money buying super crazy watches and stuff. They don't stick to what really made them blow up. Because when a rapper blows up, like Polo G and Lil TJ, for example, I just talk about them because I like them. When they blew up, you could hear the hunger in their voice. They was on their grind. They were just spitting everything. They was putting their soul into the microphone. And now that they're blown up, not necessarily Polo G, but Lil TJ at least, is like trying to do different things. And I'm all for that. I think it's really cool. But the problem is they're changing up what's actually got them to that place. And I realized that earlier today too with my own company. Started getting tired of it, and I started changing up the strategy. And then I realized like, I need to stick to what actually made me get into the position that I'm at today. What's your favorite rap right now? Why do you think this happens? And how do you think 2021 has been so far for hip hop? I hope you liked this video and click like on it, and that you do subscribe, because I am giving away 5 Amazon gift cards when I hit 1,000 subscribers. And I'm telling you, I think it's gonna happen fast, because I'm just confident in this YouTube channel. I hope you mess with the content, so you might as well subscribe if you like it. Peace.